Hello, my name is Dr. Melissa Cohen, and today I'm going to talk about student loans. Now, if you were lucky enough to have your student loans put in a forbearance or deferment status through the CARES Act for the federal government, that was placed in mid-March, and that goes through September 30th of 2020. Right now, as of the 1st of August, Congress has not set any new laws to extend that deferment. What the CARES Act did was to take the federal student loans and put them on a holding pattern, essentially, so that you do not have to make a principal payment or interest payment, and 0% interest with that. That means you're not accruing interest over time as well. Basically, what they did is they shifted the calendar of payments and such. So you're not being charged anything for not paying your student loans, and it's not going to take a credit ding or anything like that. And the reason Congress did that is so that with the unemployment rate and the uncertainty of the pandemic, it gave a relief and a break to people with student loan bills. Now, as you know, this CARES Act, this part of the CARES Act expires September 30th, 2020. So we're about 60 days out to when this expires. I personally have federal student loans and have received an email last week from my student loan provider that said, hey, once again, your student loans, this CARES Act is ending at September 30th. This is not permanent. You need to start making arrangements to pay your student loans back beginning October 1st. It also said we are going to send you 6 more emails to let you know when your payment is due, how much is due, and how to pay it. It also did provide some information on if you are unable to actually make the payment. So if you're still unemployed or you have significantly less income coming in to your household and you're not able to make that payment on October 1st or starting that date when your loan becomes due, then there's some steps you can take now. Now, I will personally suggest that if you are in that situation, that you want to go ahead and start reading up and educating yourself about what your options are. Generally, one option is to go to an income payment plan. So basically, if your income was reduced, then you could probably get your payment reduced. You're still making payments, but you're making less payments than what you were before. Another option is to go into forbearance or deferment. If you do have an income, I do want to encourage you to go ahead and pay that or pay on that, because if you're not making any payment, then your interest will start accruing, and then your loan amount will just continue to get larger and larger. So we are about 60 days out until that September 30th deadline. Now, there is a possibility that Congress may extend the deadline. So until a bill gets signed and we know what that is, it's in your best interest to go ahead and start making some arrangements now. Because what you don't want to happen is to wait until your payment is due and then realize you need to fill out the forms with the, even millions of people who have student loans, and try to get all your paperwork in time so that you're not getting a late payment. And you definitely don't want to do that. You want to take steps now so that you are not having a late payment on your credit history. And student loans are a big ding on the credit history and FICO scores and such. So you want to have all of your payment plans and all of your information in order before your due date. So what you also want to make sure that you are aware that you are going to get these emails and that you have this information and you have this amount with the due date and the budget date as well available. So be on the lookout for your emails and check all your junk mail and spam folders as well, so that you don't miss this very important information. Now, the other thing, if you are wanting that extension through Congress and make it a federal law, you need to contact your congresspersons, congresspeople, and request that and say, this is what I need for my family and my community right now, whatever the reasons are, whether you've lost whether you've lost your job or you've got a significantly reduced income or you think that's going to happen within the next 60 days, you need to go ahead and write to your congressperson and tell them that you need this portion of the CARES Act to be extended for your federal student loans. All right, once again, thank you for joining me. It's Lauren Seth